Oilers, you got a great offense with Connor McDavid. So I have them sweeping them.
Yeah, well, I don't think you heard my point. The San Francisco Giants have 3 more in the 2010s than the Rangers have in their entire history. So, yeah.
It's hard to get back and to get back-to-back wins. And I don't see the Lightning doing it here, so I have them losing to the Hurricanes in 6.
We don't talk about the 2010s because the 2010s had the Astros. And if the Astros didn't happen, the Yankees would have won in 2017 with the Dodgers.
He was close to Frank Reich, and they want Frank Reich back, so that's what they got. It's their discount Frank Reich.
Kaprizov and the rest of this crew, Jordan Greenway, who doesn't get enough props. He definitely is somebody who needs to be mentioned more.
Hi, this is Julie Dobbs. You're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL Opinions of the Week. Once again, kind of some moves that are just coming through as we are recording this, but today, as we are recording, we just posted the Mikko Rantanen trade to the Stars. Then you have the Bruins move, trading Brad Marchand, and you know, Austin, this stinks. I know you were talking about it before. Yeah, I'll kind of let you lead this one.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, Marchand's not obviously everyone's favorite player, but as a Boston fan, he's definitely someone that I hold in higher regard than most. But I was talking to you, Kevin, before, and that's basically we traded Charlie Coyle. Really, the only remnants of the 2019 team are Charlie McAvoy and Pastrnak of the 2019 team that went to the Cup. And the Bruins are right now 7th in their division. They have 64 points. They're not that far out of a playoff spot. They're only 4 points out. Wait. No.
You said 7th in the division.
Yeah, they're 7th in the division, but they're 3 points out of a playoff spot.
Got it. Okay, got it.
Yeah, the division is extremely tight right now. They're 3 points out of being 4th in the division.
Wow.
Yeah, which is the playoff spot, which is the Ottawa Senators and New York Rangers are tied at 67. But it's not been a great year, but it's also not been a horrible year. And trading Marchand to the Panthers, that hurts a little bit because the Panthers, again, I mean, they were the team that ended the best season in NHL history. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I wish it was a team in the West that I maybe liked a little bit more. But trade to Florida, I mean, the rich get richer. Florida's made a couple moves recently, and they're looking good. But I mean, I think this is a not tanking move, but this is definitely a step towards regression for Boston.
Yeah, kind of talking about that too. This is the same season where the Bruins fired Jim Montgomery. He lasts maybe like a few days on the market before he joins the Blues as the head coach. Really just weird moves. They also traded Ullmark to Ottawa before this season.
Yeah, and both those teams, the Blues and Senators, both have more points than the Bruins right now.
So my question to you is, and I'm still in the kind of like, is there like a new ownership? Is there something else happening with Boston that would signify this change?
I don't believe that there is a ownership. I haven't seen any ownership changes now. I mean, it's just been, I don't know really how to explain it other than a lot of changes. Ullmark's done well in Ottawa. He's definitely been their best goaltender. And you also have, again, Montgomery. He has, again, the Blues have more points than the Bruins do in less games, mind you. It's just been a rough go of things ever since that Panthers series back in 2022. Or 22-23. So in 2023, ever since that series, which, yeah, we were dealing with injuries and stuff happens, but we should not have lost. But ever since that series, it's been going downhill. I mean, we had 109 points last year. Again, we lose to the Panthers. So we lost to Panthers the past 2 years. And then, again, we just decide to give them one of our franchise legends, a guy that I think his jersey will get retired probably by Boston at some point in the future.
Yeah, no, that's weird. And there were like rumors about like someone wanting the Stars to get Brad Marchand. And I just was like, why would Boston think of trading him? But yeah, no, that stinks, man. And just kind of, it's just a weird flurry of moves. They are going in a complete opposite direction, and I don't understand the move. Like, I don't understand the. I guess, like you talked about them losing to the Panthers, but then I wouldn't trade them a guy that also the way the Panthers just traded for Seth Jones as well. It's just weird. He
Especially when we're 3 points out of a playoff spot, it just felt like weird timing. It felt like a desperation move. I'm interested to see what they receive when we do our trade deadline recap in the future. We will discuss this a little bit more in regards to what they got back, but just a very weird trade, and I don't necessarily like it based off just face value. But we'll see if they got enough back when we see it in more depth.
Yeah, we'll have to see more in depth, but also I think there should be sort of a respect of like someone like Brad Marchand and other players relating to like what they mean to the team and just kind of like the history with that team. And I am thinking about the Luka trade as well, but it's just doesn't seem to make sense with Bruins and all the other flurry of moves. It's they were, I would say, heading in a good direction under Jim Montgomery. They made some moves, and now they're completely turning of going, okay, Jim Montgomery's gone. Okay, we're trading Brad Marchand. The trade at Olmark before the season, just a quick turn of events, which is pretty shocking, but I'll let you close this one out.
Yeah, just one more point I want to make. That Marchand is our second leading point getter right now. Third leading goal scorer, but second leading point getter, and that's a big loss. I mean, we also traded with Charlie Coyle, has 15 goals this year, so we are losing our third and fourth leading goal scorers. We have Pastrnak and then Morgan Geekie at 22, 22, and then 21 with Marchand and 15 with Charlie Coyle. That's 36 goals on the season that we're losing just with the trade. And we already don't get goals. We're 24th in goals for in trading our third and fourth goal scorers. That doesn't make any sense. Not to mention that, again, Marchand is our second leading point getter because he has a lot of assists this year. He's our third leading assist getter as well. So I'm just a little bit confused. I don't really get it. Didn't seem like good timing. And we'll have to see what they got back. I mean, if it's a good get back, I at least will be. I'll be okay with it. But it felt like weird timing, and I don't necessarily know. I mean, this feels like a tanking move in my mind because I don't know how we're going to score anymore. Like I don't know. I mean, that line with Marchand and Pastrnak was the only line that was scoring. So I don't know what the future of this team is this season. And even though we're 3 games out of a playoff spot, I don't think we're going to make the playoffs just based off this move alone.
Yeah, definitely weird and definitely screaming like tanking move, but you're like forcing yourself in tanking. It's not just, I'm trying to think of, it's not like Buffalo or even Columbus if they're trading guys and tanking. This is just like, this is a team that's been in the playoffs consistently. Was in the Stanley Cup a few years ago in 2019, and like incredible run 2 years ago, and now they're just like, we're changing gears and we want to tank. It just doesn't make sense to me. That's kind of my big thing. And you can make the argument for Olmark with Swayman and just that kind of tandem, but these other moves point to they don't want to be competitive.
That's a great way to put it. And as we're talking, the Bruins trade with the Maple Leafs.
Oh,
what is happening? Why are we trading with these? I mean, Brandon Carlo is not like our best player in the world, but he's definitely not. I mean, he gets 19 minutes a night. He's a good defenseman. And why are we trading with the Maple Leafs? First off.
Yeah, wow, that's incredible. And deadline ended like 30 minutes ago. So I guess everything's just getting in now, but that's pretty incredible. Yeah, that's
I don't get
shocking.
I little bit confused, a little bit in disbelief. I don't know again why we're trading with these teams that are rivals per se, but I mean, this is full take mode. We're losing our probably best or second best defensive defenseman. We're losing our second best point scorer, and we're losing our fourth best goal scorer. So, yeah, this is complete take mode. We went from 3 games out of a playoff spot to we're just deciding the season's over and looking into the future.
Yeah, that's shocking, man. I'm here for you. That's just pretty shocking, crazy turn of events. We've kind of already said it. We'll let you know other thoughts on the trade deadline as we're doing this, but kind of just moves that speak to us. We're doing videos on, and make sure you're following us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell with notifications. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.